really takes you to the level ladder which you have had in your mind, your parents have had in your mind while you were seeking admission or while you were getting admitted to a specific program at LP. So let me show my presentation. Let me begin my presentation, and all of you are welcome after the presentation or after the discussion or after the dialogue. If you have any kind of short and crisp kind of questions to be asked, I'll be very much available for answering them. It'll be my pleasure answering those questions. So, is my screen visible by now? Possibly yes. And Aryan, is my screen visible by now? Aryan or anybody else, is my screen visible?
हाँ जी सर, visible, all
All
clear.
right, all clear, and it is in the presentation mode.
It is in the presentation mode, sir. All clear.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let's see this picture. Actually, this picture has got a very deep rooted meaning. Now this picture depicts our present state with respect to COVID. COVID came and COVID actually created darkness all around us. We are right now in this era, the era of depleting, the era of diminishing the darkness which was spread by the COVID and bringing the fresh wave, fresh energy, and fresh light into our world, into our lives once again. So let me begin. As I said, and as I understand, I'm interacting with the undergraduate and postgraduate students of computer application, be it Bachelors of Computer Application, Bachelor of Sciences in Computer Science, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. I'm also interacting with the students with the Master of Computer Application, both honors and regular. I'm also interacting with students from MSc IT and whatnot. So let me begin that in today's context, the world, or maybe the Googles, the Facebooks, the TCSs, the Infosys, or maybe Teslas of this world, they need people, they need professionals who really have that capability of converting challenges into opportunities. See, we all understand that there are loads of challenges around us, but people are looking for the workforce, people are looking for the professionals who are really trained so that they see loads of opportunities in any of the given challenge, because there is always an hidden opportunity behind a challenge, and only a professional can understand, yes, this is an opportunity which is inside this challenge or which is around this challenge. I'll give you an example. I'll really give you an example. Now, you might have seen this video. This went viral like anything. Now, if you remember that this video or this snippet or this particular picture is from a delivery boy's, unethical practices by eating food from the packet, which was to be delivered to a customer. Now, there are a whole lot of challenges, and at the moment this video went viral, there were people who was actually looking to the challenges and challenges and challenges only, see what is happening and what kind of ethics are there, what kind of moral values are there, how do I ensure that my food is intact while I've ordered it online. Loads of challenges. People were talking about challenges and challenges. But professionals, they were looking to the opportunities hidden in this particular segment or set of challenge. What happened? The company for which this happened, before that company could find the solution, the competitor found the solution, because the professional sitting out there extracted the opportunity in that challenge, and in just 6 hours and 20 minutes, they gave the solution. And that was keeping track or tracking through GPS of the delivery boy. Don't you think so that a common man, a general public would only talk about challenges, but professionals, they always, always are going to talk about opportunities hidden inside the challenge. And furthermore, people again were very skeptical about that. What kind of GPS tracking, what kind of real-time monitoring of the delivery packet is being done? Some wonderful professional looked another opportunity in an opportunity, not in a challenge. Opportunity in an opportunity, and crafted the most simplest solution. That is, they invented a tamper-proof tapes which are to be put around. If those tapes are gone, you can very well ingenuinely look to the sanctity, look to the originality of the food packet. This particular slide, if understood, can be the biggest changeover in your life today, because you need to see opportunities in the challenge. I'll relate it with the present context. There are loads of challenges which was waged by the advent of COVID. Now I'll talk about those challenges, and then I'll tell you what kind of opportunity we all are enjoying out of those challenges. Now, the first challenge was, it made all of us confined to restricted boundaries. Stay home and stay safe was the credo which was coined and which was very important and which was mandatory for all of us. But it was confining ourselves to restricted boundaries. Our exploration was completely negated. The second challenge, which COVID-19 came up with, is it made distance as a new reverence. It splitted people apart. Even though they are closer to each other, it splitted people apart. The third challenge is what it has come up with. It came up with screen supremacy. You are attending my session, look into the screen itself. You read newspapers, you're going to attend classes, you're going to submit your assignments. All of them are going to happen through screen only. The fourth and the biggest challenge which it came up was the challenge of uncertainty. Still today, we really do not know what is going to happen tomorrow, what is going to happen day after tomorrow. Now, these are four major challenges: confining people to restricted boundaries, splitting them apart, physically splitting them apart, bringing screen supremacy, and crafting never-ending uncertainty were the challenges. But in all these challenges, there is an opportunity hidden, and I call that opportunity as convenience. Now, all these challenges can be negated or can be overlooked by looking to an opportunity of convenience. The very first convenience is that zero distance traveling. See, you might have traveled distances from one block to another block, from cafeteria to auditorium to attend a session or interaction with me. But right now, what you have done is you have taken 3 steps, possibly from your bedroom to your study table, or maybe from your dining table to your study table. Just 2 steps. So when there is zero journeying, zero distance being traveled, the time taken to travel that distance is also available for you. This is what I call it as an opportunity. The second opportunity, look around you. In most wonderful, convenient and relaxed surrounding you are. So you can focus to the fullest of it. Otherwise, you might have been bothering about how would I manage for my dinner, how would I'm feeling hungry, I'm feeling grubby, how would I do? I'll have to travel distance to get my food. Right now, your mother must be around. You can ask, I want a cup of coffee, and the coffee would be around you. Now that's an opportunity. That's a convenience which you can use to focus on sessions, on the classes, on all the things which are being done. The third and the most important thing is that even this particular session or even this particular interaction is being recorded. Now you can use this recording even at 2 o'clock in the night and rewind and replay segments of your interest for better understanding. Your classes would be available in recorded mode. You can, if you skip on something, if you miss on something, if there is a confusion on something, you can rewind it. That too at any given point of time. So people, general public, common man would always look to challenges that we are confined to boundaries, there is uncertainty. But professionals should look into the opportunity, and the opportunity of convenience is what we are going to cash on. When you are going to cash on the convenience, keep fit, because you are completely away with the junk food and everything. You're enjoying the home cooked food. You can control your diet, and most importantly, you can keep learning. 247 is the mode in which you can keep learning. You can, if your biological clock makes you most perfectly active at 11 o'clock in the night, you can utilize that biological clocks change by cashing on this convenience. So let the show go on. Now this seal would be the seal of your life, because you'll be, all your professionalism, all your morale or your values, or all your professionalism would be under this seal, because this seal becomes your alma mater. This seal becomes the seal of your life. Why I'm talking about this seal? Because this seal has a very important, very meaningful, and very preeminent kind of a word in here. And that word is transforming. We have this credo, we have the punchline of stating transforming education, transforming India. Now this word transforming is so meaningful, so reflective, that I'll tell you how we are going to transform. Let me give you an example of this word transforming. What you're looking onto your screen is a bundle of wire. Now this bundle of wire can be just, with some modification, can be converted, can be curated into meaningful entities. Now this meaningful entity, just a small bend, some specific bends would make it a paper clip. Coiling around a particular cylinder would make it a spring. Again, bending it into a shape would make it a hanger. Weaving it around would make it a mesh. Now, this is what the transformation is. A wire getting transformed into a meaningful entity. Now, in this transformation, there are two stakeholders, two role players. One is the wire. Now, this wire has got a capacity, capability, properties, and abilities. An example, that a soldering wire cannot be used for making hanger, and a hanger wire cannot be used for soldering. So these two wires, they have their own capabilities, capacities, and properties. The second role player or the second stakeholder is the bender, because the bender is the one who is going to look to the best of the capability, capacity, and property of the wire and would make it into the most meaningful, most viable, and most useful kind of a product. So two role players, the wire with its own capacity, capability, zeal, understanding, liking, disliking, and bender with the eye for the details about that wire and harnessing the best out of individual's capacity. So I will create an analogy. Now this analogy is, you can be analogously simulated to a wire, and we can consider, or we are going to play a role of a bender. Now once I say this, once I create this analogy, you have your own aspirations that you want to do job, maybe in government job or private job, or maybe in a private, in product companies or service companies, service oriented companies. You have a dream to go to Google, or you have a dream to go to Tesla, you have a dream to work with TCS or Infosys kind of things. You intend to do higher studies, maybe good universities in West world. You want to become an entrepreneur. You want to become a researcher. Now, this journey of transformation, which is more aligning to the aspirations with which you have come in, would have participation of both of us. You, as an individual, will have to use the best of your capacity, capabilities, and properties. We as benders would A, identify your best capacities and capabilities, B, would figure out that in which properties, in which skills you need push up or you need motivation. We will plan your courses accordingly, and thus the entire transformation of a wire from the aspired meaningful product will be done. But when we say that you are participating and we are participating, so from the very beginning, from the day one, which is day to day, we both will have to actually get aligned to the expectations. First, I'll talk about that what kind of words you need to focus on. And then I'll talk about what kind of words we have taken as a pledge for you. So let's begin. The very first word which you need to do today is you need to start observing things in a different way. Why I'm talking about this observation? Because everything around us has got a scientific learning, has got something which can be meaningfully extracted from that happening. This entire world is your observatory, and it is only your observation which is going to make you different from a common man. The difference between a professional, a trained professional, and a common man is that they have an observation of a different kind. The professional would always have an observation which would have a scientific learning or a understanding associated to the observation. An example is this. Let's see, even if you look to the best of the applications, best of the designs of algorithms, there'll always be a pain point for a specific user. Even if you look to Facebook's or LinkedIn's or Instagram, if you look and observe their UI UX, or if you look to their a navigation from one point to another point, there'll always be something which would need attention and which can be modified for better experiences. But it is only a professional's observation which would make it different. The second word is experiment. Start establishing experiments. Because it is only the experiments. Once you observe things, based on that observation, start creating certain experiments. Because experiments will let you dig into information. And you are the ones who are aspiring to be computer application professionals. You need to understand that this information is to be translated to knowledge, and that knowledge is to be translated to wisdom. Then only it becomes meaningful for the society. So start creating small little experiments, and all the experiments, they do not need any kind of rocket science or high-end gadgets or maybe supercomputers or high performance computing devices. No, experiments can be as simple as, I'll give you an example. You can start establishing an experiment right now with you, that if you use your mouse with your right hand, start using it with your left hand. Isn't that an experiment which you have established it for yourself? And try to figure out how your brain, how the coordination between your hand and brain has completely changed because you are trained for the using the mouse with your right hand. People are talking about artificial intelligence. This is an experiment which is based on inducted or induced intelligence. The way you use your mouse is a perfect example. With a particular hand is a perfect example of induced intelligence. So first word was start observing things with a different viewpoint. The second is start establishing small little experiments. This I got it from somewhere, but this is the best example of combining the observation and experiment together. Somebody observed a process of people drinking maybe cafe frappe or juice by pulling down their masks. Somebody saw an opportunity in a challenge. Somebody established an experiment, and just by a small hole, see how convenient now it is to drink juice with keeping all the guidelines to keep you safe and not removing the mask intact. This is the power of observation and experimentation. The third word for you: observe, experiment, and third word is explore. Start exploring things, because nothing in this world belongs to one discipline. Even if you say that the mobile which you carry along with you, which you own, does not just simply belongs to electronics. It has got confluence coming from electronics, computer science, mechanical, biotechnology, biology, civil engineering. All of them, they are put together to craft a device like that. Because when you explore, you'll extend yourself to vivid disciplines. By this word, I intend to mean that even if you are into computer applications, or even if you are into logical algorithmic development, why can't you explore agriculture? Why can't you explore fashion technology or fashion designing? Why can't you explore maybe biotechnology or biology? Now, that is the power of exploration. And that is how you can collaborate and co-create. All the disruptions in this world happens because of collaboration and co-creation. Because world has moved from interdisciplinary to multidisciplinary, and now world is working on the transdisciplinary approach of building products. This is an example. This is an example of exploration. See, very plain and simple logic. But this actually embeds computer vision. This actually embeds, machine learning. This actually embeds AI in order to visualize that if people are coming closer and they are breaching the social distancing norms, the camera can very well identify and create alarms for the system. One of the very good examples of exploration is associated to an activity which just happened. See, a javelin thrower getting a gold medal is not just simply the practice and the skill of throwing that javelin. There is whole load of biomechanics associated to it. There is whole load of data science which goes into it. That by what speed and by what pull distance, what should be the optimal step length, what should be the release height, what should be the release angle, what should be the attitude, what should be the attack angle for a particular throw to become a gold medalist. This is a perfect example of exploration. And believe me, you are so lucky that the one shown on this screen has made this country proud, but more so ever, he has made LPU proud because he's one of you. He's the student of LPU. That is a proud moment, not just simply for LPU, but for the entire country. But why I'm talking about this is that if only the skill and practice might have worked, the throw might have not been that good, because it is associated with loads of research on data science, on analytics, data analytics, and biomechanics combining together gave him that opportunity, better opportunity. So I talk about three words for you: observe, experiment, and explore. Now, when I say that both the parties, you and us, the buyer and the vendor, they both have to equally participate in the process. So we also have taken a pledge of 3 words. The very first word is that we are going to coach you, not just simply teach you, mentor you, handhold you. We'll coach you. Now, this word coach would encompass and engross all other things into them. And when we say that we are going to coach you, is we are going to build the best of the we have already experienced, or we have already crafted the best of the online experiences. We are going to craft real life examples. We are going to give you loads of projects and projects, because your CV should be populated more than any of your colleague elsewhere. Then only you'll get an opportunity. We'll build the concepts. We'll let you experiment on them. Use this My Class and LPU Live to the fullest, because LPU Live and My Class are in-house developed products, and they are better than any of the products available for online interaction with the students. LPU Live is being wonderfully used by faculty members. So interact with your faculty in real time using these opportunities and these things. And we are going to coach you using these kind of things. The second word for us is foresee. Do not bother. We are foreseeing that what is the present state of the technology, where the technology is presently standing, and what kind of shifts are going to happen in technology in the nearing future. When I say nearing future, 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line, 4 years down the line, how people are detecting fake, deep fake, how people are actually using, computer vision, how people are using AI, baby AI, how people are using augmented reality to better off the experience of the humanity. Let us foresee for you, and we'll bring all what is needed for tomorrow in your curricula, in your projects, in your activities, in your continuous assessment. So let us foresee that. We'll foresee how technology is shifting. We'll look to the trends in the technology. We'll look how transdisciplinary, how the world is moving towards this transdisciplinary approach. We will figure out when Julia is going to, possibly, whether it is going to take over Python or not. But if it is going to take over Python, we will foresee it for you and bring Julia into your curriculum. Same is the case with the React.js or something like that. The third word for us is, we took 3 words, as you are going to abide by 3 words of observe, experiment, and explore. We are going to abide by coach, foresee, and the third is foster. By this word foster is, we have crafted well-designed program educational objectives, PEOs, program outcomes, POs, program specific outcomes, and so on and so forth. We have crafted pathways for you. I was showing you in one of the slides that whether you want to go in for research, for higher studies, you want to become an entrepreneur, we have crafted pathways so that if you decide for a particular aspiration, we'll give you a set of courses which are absolutely aligning to the goal which you have set. We'll let you do internships in the wonderful companies, maybe top brasses, and we'll let you participate in loads of national and international hackathons, events, so that you become ready for tomorrow, not just today. Our students, they score highest, and I'm proud to share with you, we are on top in HackerRank and HackerEarth. We'll let you participate in events like Code Jam and Code Vita. Your colleagues, your fellow students have already won them like anything. So that's on us. So for you, observe, experiment, and explore. For us, coach, foresee, and foster. If we do our bit, if we put our part in the best possible way, if we put our best foot forward, nobody can stop us excelling. But there is a tip of the day. Now, this tip of the day is that there is a bug in all our mind. There is a bug sitting in all our mind, and that bug is known as tomorrow. And this bug, this word tomorrow gives you a very easy way out, that let me relax today. I will start from tomorrow. Oh, come on, let me start from tomorrow. Let me relax today. I've already done lots of things, so let me just relax. You'll always say that, okay, let me just simply watch the class. I'll study tomorrow, and nobody is watching during my online classes. So I'll do it tomorrow. No issues. This tomorrow is the biggest bug. Do not leave anything for tomorrow. And you need to, people who are thinking to start tomorrow would be a day behind than people who are starting today. And when I say start today, I do not mean to say that start today in the evening. Why can't we start right now? So let's start right now. When I'm asking you that let's begin now, so I need to be participating equally in your beginning now, na? So this is my cut on this. I'm going to give you the Dean's Challenge. Now there is a Dean's Challenge. This is the third season of the Dean's Challenge which we are working on. I'm going to give you a problem statement. Right now, I'm going to give you a problem to work on. You'll have to ideate, you'll have to think, and you'll have to aggregate and assimilate all the thoughts which are coming to your mind. Complete the task and submit it online. You're going to win awards in terms of, some gift coupons or something like that. But one more thing, winning award is one part. But if your solution or your approach to this problem of statement has won our hearts, we let you enter team innovation. Now, this team innovation is something, which innovates rigorously. We are the ones, your LPU is the one with the highest number of published and granted patents. So what you have to do is simply, you'll have to sketch something, click a picture of that and send it to a designated mail. I'll tell you how it is to be done. You register at this particular URL. Now in your chat boxes, be it in the Google Meet, be it in on YouTube Live, or be it on Facebook Live, my colleagues, my team members are now pitching in these URL. You can register at this URL. This registration would ask you your name, your telephone number, your email ID, and your program or whatsoever it is. Put your email ID very properly and your telephone number, mobile number very, very properly, along with your name and registration number. Because once you register, we'll send all the instructions through mail on the mail for which you are registered for. The registration opens right now at 3. We are sitting at 3 p.m. on 20th August. So the registrations are open now. You can use this URL and register. The registrations are going to close tomorrow, positively by 12 noon, and this particular Google form would stop accepting responses. So sooner the better. And I'll tell you, in case there is a tie of marks, we will see who has registered first to give away the prize. And then, based on the instructions and based on the problem statement and based on the things which I'm telling you, you'll have to submit the details by 22nd of August, that is day after tomorrow, till 10 a.m. in the morning. So once you register, we'll send you the details. The hints to win is just do not bother about how technically you know. Be very clear that do not feel shy. Do not feel shy to wildly think about a solution. Just sketch. You need to just simply create sketch. We call it as wireframes. Just create wireframes, click the picture of that paper drawn wireframe and send it to the mail. So simple, so simple. You do not have to do anything, which is beyond your capacity or capability right now. But we are just simply looking for how conceptually you can ideate about a thing, how you can aggregate your thoughts and draw something which can make meaning out of it. The challenge for today is get ready to really begin from right now. Ideate a computer or a mobile game. A mobile game for children between 6 to 12, 6 years age to 12 years age, in order to sensitize them for the safety and prevention of COVID-19. Your mobile app should be meant for children, number one. Number two, it should be a game kind of thing. By playing that game, they should be able to understand the basic safety norms around COVID-19, be it social distancing, be it mask wearing, be it hand washing, or so on and so forth. I've given you a lot of it. This game should have minimum 3 levels for general precautions, general sanitization procedures, safe distancing. This will earn you 30 marks. You need to create avatars and plot the level should be exciting. Plot of the level. If you create 4 or 5 avatars, the plot of the avatar should be very, very exciting. Means I as an individual or a child as an individual, if he start playing that game, he should be playing as an avatar. But the avatar can be, a doctor, a policeman, or something like that. So the plot around that should be exciting. Points and rewards should be there, and clearing from one level to another level should be based on a specific points. Give a catchy name to this app. That will also earn you 20 marks. And if I might be participating, what I might have done is simple, given a name and just draw some screens kind of thing, and just tell that what is happening in this screen. You can see that there is a login and sign in screen, and after that you can create your own screens. Level 1, what happens? Level 2, what happens? So you do not have to do rocket science. You do not have to go to any of the UI UX tools like Figma or Adobe XD or something like that. You do not have to do that. Just take a piece of paper, A4 size, start drawing something, give it a good name. One important thing, save it, click the picture and save it as the file name. The extension should be PNG, Portable Networks Graphics, and the file name should be your registration number, so that it becomes easier for us to identify that who has sent this particular thing. Be a little particular about that. The file name should be your registration number only, with the file extension of .png. So with all these things, with observe, experiment, explore, and we doing what? Coaching, foreseeing things for you and fostering you, we are all now committed to think big. That is not just simply a hashtag. That is the way of living in LPU. And because of this thing big, LPU students have done wonders in Tokyo Olympics. And there were 11 players from LPU, and out of these 11 players, one of them is still waiting for his event to happen. But 9 of them came back with medals, because 7 were from the hockey team. Mr. Bajrang Punia, Bajrang came up with a bronze, and Neeraj Chopra has made all of us and the country proud. So why can't we relive the dreams again? I welcome you to Faculty of Technology and Science, where the intent and the essence is learn, explore, grow, and finally excel. I wish you all the very best. Thank you. Good luck and Godspeed.
Thank you so much, sir, for this very knowledgeable presentation. And I'm really sorry. Initially, I had some technical glitch, so I could not tell you that whether your presentation was visible or not. And thank you so much, sir, once again. And everyone in the chat box, do let me know whether you are going to participate in Dean's Challenge or not. And believe me, as a senior, I would like to tell you that making it to team innovation is not easy. Only best of best can make into it. And Dean's Challenge is the golden opportunity for all of you. So I expect that all of you are going to register for it and at least participate and give your best. And let's see what happens. So yes, I can see a lot of yes in the chat box, and registration link is already there in the chat box of YouTube as well as Google Meet. So all right, many of you are saying already registered. So yes, that's the energy of Lovely Professional University. And thank you so much, sir, once again for taking your precious time out of a busy schedule and helping everyone with this wonderful presentation.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. And enjoy your classes, enjoy your learning. I wish you all the very best. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And one more important thing, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you have been following the Facebook and Instagram handle of Lovely Professional University. So this is just an information. There would be a fun session on Instagram at 5 p.m. where I would be going live with a Bollywood actor, Mr. Shakti Arora. So I would be meeting you there. And this was it for this session. I hope you enjoyed the session. So thank you so much, everyone. And the link has already been floated in YouTube as well as Google Meet for the registration of Dean's Challenge. And I hope each and everything is clear. Thank you so much, everyone. And I would be meeting you next at 5 p.m. on official Instagram handle of Lovely Professional University with a celebrity for fun talk. Thank you so much, everyone. And this is your host, Aryan Sachdeva, signing off.